So I just wanted to jump on here again and talk about the homeowner's duties after a loss. This is very, very, very important because what's going on is the insurance company, your policy with the insurance company is a contract. Okay, it's a contract of adhesion. They have to adhere to their contract, but guess what? You also have to adhere to your contract. You have a section in your conditions part of your policy called your duties after a loss, and I happen to be looking at one right now. And what this one says right here, this particular policy, it's an Allstate policy, and it states on here that they have no duty to provide coverage if you don't comply with this section of your policy. So most people, what happens is they just call in a claim, and then they believe that, hey, my adjuster's going to come out here and he's going to give me an estimate, and then I'm just going to negotiate that back and forth with a contractor or get bids and try to get the right amount. You're actually working the claim improperly. So every policy owner, when they have a claim, they should immediately look at their agreement here with the insurance company and look at this section here called duties after a loss. Now, this particular policy states very clear in number 1 about the deductible. It's going to say we pay a covered loss that exceeds the deductible. So the deductible is your portion. It's your self-insurance before the regular policy kicks in. So you pay your deductible to a contractor. You also have to notify the insurance company immediately after a loss, or as soon as you find out that you had a loss, you need to report that immediately. Then you have to mitigate, you have to protect your home from further damage. If you have a roof leak, you have to have it tarped. If anything that you have to do to stop the leaking, you have to pay somebody to come in and do any kind of reasonable repairs that is necessary to protect your house further from damage, or else any excessive damage they don't have to pay for because you didn't mitigate that. You didn't stop the damage from happening. And then you have to allow them to investigate the claim. You have to allow them to come to your house as many times as they need to investigate the claim, to photo it. My suggestion is that immediately after you have a claim, start taking pictures. You can never have too few pictures. You want to take pictures from far away, from close up. You want to show the damages to your house right away and photograph everything. If you have to mitigate and pay a contractor to come out, then keep all those receipts. Those are going to be covered under your policy. Then also the big one now is within 60 days of a loss, you have to send the insurance company a signed, sworn proof of loss. Okay, and this is the big one because most of your, all of your State Farm policies, a lot of your Allstate policies, the will require a written proof of loss, and so this is a very important topic that you have to provide this to them. You have to prove your loss. It's not up to the insurance company to give you a check and tell you how much the loss is going to be. If you do that, you're playing their game. So the thing is, you prove that under the policy. A claim is nothing more than a demand for payment. That's all it is. You're going to demand payment from your carrier because you have a contract with them that states that they are going to pay you when you have a loss. Okay, it's a covered loss. They're going to pay for it, but you have to prove the loss. And then on this particular policy, it states there that they're under no obligation to provide you coverage if you don't provide a written proof of loss. Now, if you need help filing a written proof of loss, there's instructions for it. I'm going to make other videos about how to correctly fill out a proof of loss. But if you need help, you can always call a public adjuster as well, and then we can help you fill that out. But it's very important that you comply with your policy provisions. Once again, if you don't comply, they don't have a duty to extend coverage. And the proof of loss is what gives you the coverages. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.